Locusts of the Valley by Diana Huang. So here I was, gazing out my home office window with its grand view of the valley basin. It is a sunny, warm morning with a blanket of clouds skirting the mountains on the other side of the valley. Little black dots peppered the space between the clouds and the suburban homes in the distance. It became thicker and thicker before it began to spread out horizontally. It looked like a cloud of locusts. As one part of that locust cloud came closer, I could hear the buzzing of motor wings. They were drones, flying machines. They kept dropping out of the clouds, each one headed straight for a house, office building, school, church, and store. I went downstairs to the kitchen where Mom and little sister was eating. One of them flew up to the glass kitchen door as others went to each of our neighbors. They were black and silver, the size of microwaves, and had a tall rectangle in the center that emitted a bright yellow beam of light out into our kitchen. The light scanned the room and enveloped my vision. I told Mom standing nearby that everything is fine. It's just counting and recording information about each person in this house. I knew this was going to be permanent. That drone will stay there to watch everyone in this house. It will keep track of our movements and alert authorities if anyone does something that violates the law. I'm fine with it. I'm a good person. I got nothing to hide. I voted for it in the last election. Today is the first Monday after a furious month of protests and campaigning leading up to the last Tuesday's national elections. We were all so giddy when the results rolled in. We got what we wanted. No to assault rifle bans, no to tighter background checks, and no to contraceptives. We were on a roll after banning abortions won. Who rapes little girls but poor, uncivilized people? It's their fault. I've never heard of anyone in our fine upper-class community of Jesus-loving citizens to do that. If bad luck falls on them, it's because God abandoned them. They need to read the Bible and pray a lot harder. Rape and crime? Teach your boys to be better men and girls to keep their legs crossed. It was voted on last Tuesday. The law set in stone. I taped a tally report, a long receipt paper printout of every item voted on by our precinct to the door of the church where the votes were cast. I felt like Martin Luther, the German priest who in 1517 nailed to the Catholic Church door the 95 Theses that people can only be saved by their faith and not by their deeds. I saw it as an inevitable looking at the numbers around 8:30 p.m. after the polls closed. We did not want to restrict guns in any way, and we did not want 10-year-olds getting raped. To secure our safety in public and private spaces, we all agreed to more camera surveillance. I continued to get ready for work after the drone was done scanning everyone in the house. I grabbed my keys and headed towards my car parked along the sidewalk. There was yelling and screaming coming from one of the other homes. Our neighbor from across the street came out of his garage with a baseball bat and threw it with all his might at the drone hovering his house. It struck and sent the drone crashing to the ground. 2 more drones descended on him. You are under arrest for violating multiple laws of indecency around minors in addition to destroying the drone assigned to you, came out of the speakers from one of the drones while the other shot a tranquilizer dart at him. He collapsed on the ground while his wife and 3 children watched from inside the garage. I was too shocked to do anything. A police car pulled up in front of me, blocking my car. A pair of women officers stepped out to haul him into their car. I looked the other way to only see a police car pull up to the house at the T-intersection end of our street. The man collected the unconscious body of a 15-year-old girl. "Where are they taking her?" asked a neighbor next door. "She was raped by an uncle. Got an abortion 2 weeks ago," mumbled another neighbor. "Wasn't she the one protesting loudly 3 weeks ago?" "Yeah," I said as I recalled seeing her holding up a bright pink pro-life poster on a street corner outside her high school. "We voted for this?" "Yeah," I said.